What's up, my friend? Today I'll be reacting to 8 American things Britain doesn't even have a word for. This should be a fascinating one. But before I go into that, can I ask you for one thing? If you can leave a like on this one, thank you so much, my friend. This is the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Now, link for the original video in my description. You guys end up recommending this one quite a lot, so let's play it.
Now, you've got to be careful with this because in the US, just about everything you can think of can be defined as ranch. Ranch is an area of land, a style of housing, and a type of salad dressing.
Wait, ranch? Ranch is basically land farm, right?
Hello, this video is sponsored by Wondrium. I'm Lawrence Brown and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond.
I know.
One of those memos pertains to things and stuff, specifically things and stuff for which the other country doesn't have a word. And over the past year, as part of that, I've been looking at American things. The kinds of things that were instantly alien to me the day I moved here. So far, I've looked at Muddy Buddies, Candy Corn and Sophomores. That last one sounds like it should be a candy, but isn't. As well as a host of American things that we don't have in Britain. And today I'm excited to bring you part 6 in the series, which critics are saying is the second best entry so far. And so without any further faffing about, here are 6 American things that Britain doesn't even have a word for. Part 6.
Let's see it.
I'll tell you something, being on an American road for the first time is quite an experience. Because not only is everybody driving in the wrong direction, not only are American cars the size of trucks and trucks the size of towns, but they're all covered in stickers, you know, it's like being on a NASCAR track. Except most of the time these stickers are not corporate sponsors, but really funny or sometimes angry political statements, or religious affiliations, or a signal to other drivers that this car doesn't just have humans in it, there's also a baby on board.
Wait a second. You guys put stickers on the car? I mean, this one is common here also, baby on board or something like that. This is quite common. But political affiliation, I'm not even sure if I ever saw one here. Maybe, but it's very rare. Let's put things that way. Or religion, politics/religion affiliation is something that we do not put stickers on our own car. That's okay. If you do that, nothing against, but this is very new to me.
And these are known as bumper stickers, which to some Americans is quite a generous term because some people plaster them all over the boot/trunk and even the back window, which, you know, might elicit some interesting responses to the sticker that says, "How's my driving?" But in Britain, it's rare that you'll see these things because the only people that play with stickers are children and they're not really people. The one exception to this is those stickers that you see on some British cars that says GB, which stands for gigabyte, but also Great Britain. And this was used by British drivers who drive on the continent. But you won't even see these anymore because as of September of last year, these letters have changed from GB to UK, not as in the University of Kentucky, but the United Kingdom. I don't know why I explained that. Anyway, these are known as number plate stickers and aren't really quite the same thing as bumper stickers.
Okay.
Well, Easter is
Peeps
on the horizon, which means I have to be wary about people putting Peeps in my mouth. Sorry, I was force-fed them a few years ago and I haven't let it go. Peeps? What are Peeps, my British viewers might be asking?
Yeah, what is that?
Peeps, outside of social and political injustice, are the single worst thing that America has ever done. They are little candy that usually take the shape of creepy little birds that are essentially marshmallows covered in heaps of sugar, corn syrup.
Wait, what is... I never saw that in my life. Peeps? What? Wait, what's... Wait, Peeps?
Worst thing that America has ever done. They are little candy that usually take the shape of creepy little birds that are essentially marshmallows covered in heaps of sugar, corn syrup and food dyes, and that last one is appropriate because this food needs to die. Now, I'm not in the habit of ripping to pieces American food. Most of it I love, but these things are evil. And the reason that I bring them up in more ways than one is that it's nearly Easter and these things find their way to your kitchen cupboards whether you want them to or not. Thankfully, we did not have these in Britain. Instead, we got Easter eggs, so when someone asks me what came first...
Oh my god, I really thought this was a thing in the entire world. Not in the entire world, but at least in America. This is what we have Is the eggs, basically. Chocolate eggs. This is not common in America, really. Peeps are the alternative. Oh man, this is shocking. Sorry, this is shocking to me.
The chicken or the egg? My answer is unequivocal. In recent years, Britain might have adopted the propensity for adding a drive-thru at a fast food restaurant, but so far the idea of a drive-thru pharmacy, which you need after devouring 400 Peeps, is something of an alien concept back home. Whereas in America, drive-thru pharmacies are everywhere. That's not literally true. But at last count, there are more than 6,000 of them nationwide. And how do they work? Well, you drive up to the side of the building, give your name and prescription details, and then the prescription just falls down a pipe, right? It's like reverse Augustus Gloop. And if you want more details on the difference between British and American pharmacies, check out my video, 5 Ways British and American Pharmacies Are Very Different.
I may have to watch that one. What technology was that? Okay, I'm sorry, I will run this back totally because I really want to understand this. Drive-thru pharmacies? That's crazy.
In recent years, Britain might have adopted the propensity for adding a drive-thru at a fast food restaurant, but so far the idea...
Yeah, drive-thru... Okay, calm down. We have drive-thrus for, McDonald's, stuff like that. For pharmacies? That's amazing.
Of a drive-thru pharmacy, which you need after devouring 400 Peeps, is something of an alien concept back home. Whereas in America, drive-thru pharmacies are everywhere. That's not literally true. But at last count, there are more than 6,000 of them nationwide.
What?
And how do they work? Well, you drive up to the side of the building, give your name and prescription details, and then the prescription just falls down a pipe, right? It's like reverse...
But to be honest, this is a tremendous idea by America. Oh wow, they should implement this here, honestly. No joke.
Augustus Gloop. And if you want more details on the difference between British and American pharmacies, check out my video, 5 Ways British and American Pharmacies Are Very Different. Until then...
Put the number 22 in the chat if I should watch that one. Because this could be a spicy one, I feel like.
Then, let's talk about this. In Britain, we absolutely love our sauces and dressings, to the extent that we put mayonnaise in everything, including our tea. I was 18 going through an experimental phase, what are you going to do? And for salads, to the extent that we eat them, we use a condiment called salad cream. And to my surprise, salad cream is quite hard to find in the United States, where everyone's talking about ranch. Now, you've got to be careful with this, because in the US, just about everything you can think of can be defined as ranch. Ranch is an area of land, a style of house.
Okay, in my way of looking at things, ranch is a piece of land. This is also a sauce.
Housing and a type of salad dressing made from buttermilk, salt, garlic, onion, mustard, herbs, spices, and a sauce based on mayonnaise. Ranch is
looks kinda good.
extremely popular. In fact, a 2017 study by the appropriately named Association for Dressings and Sauces found that 40% of Americans considered ranch to be their favorite dressing. Let me know in the comments below if you're one of them. And I can tell you right now that I am not, because I'm not American. The cynics among you might think that the transition from ranch to waste disposal was somehow symbolic, but it wasn't. This bit was supposed to come after Peeps. But when it comes to practical uses, sink waste disposal units are easily my third favourite discovery since moving to the US. And now you're thinking, ooh, don't leave us hanging, Lawrence. What's 1 and 2? Simple, aircon and bug screens. But sink waste disposals are just really satisfying. You flick a switch, usually on the wall, it makes a kind of sound for a little bit, and then that dissipates as the food gets chopped up and you're just left with a mechanical hum. And I'm getting emotional just thinking about it.
Oh. No. That's an incredible idea. Americans really have the best minds. Oh wow. A waste disposal. Okay, this is game changer. I need one of those.
gets chopped up and you're just left with a mechanical hum. And I'm getting emotional just thinking about it, you know. But one thing that's tricky about these things is that if you wake up at 6 in the morning and you haven't had coffee yet, and you go to flick what you think is the light switch, it certainly wakes you up and gives you palpitations and forces another trip to the drive-thru pharmacy. But then who gets up at 6 a.m., right? I don't even get out of bed for less than 5 slices of bacon. And that would be even more true if I had a Texas King, and that's not Tommy Lee Jones. That is yet another American mattress size that we don't have an equivalent of in Britain. We've looked at the
Texas King? Well, I know everything is bigger in Texas. Everything really, but the most things are bigger in Texas. So, yeah, this will be crazy. It's a mattress, right? This is giant.
The California King, we've looked at the Alaska King. The Texas King is appropriately smaller than the Alaska King, but it's still huge, clocking in at a frankly ridiculous 80 inches by 98 inch.
Oh my god, look. Okay, I love Wyoming, I love Texas. Team Alaska right here. This is amazing. What? Oh my. Oh man, come on. This is so fascinating to me, my friends. You guys might find this boring because you may already be aware of this stuff, but I'm not. Wow.
It's about 3 feet longer than your average park bench or Sissy Spacek. Anyway, while we're on the topic of the American lexicon of things, that brings us on to this. In past videos, I introduced you to the Great Courses Plus. Well, the team behind those great courses...
So I don't skip the sponsor for one reason, my friend. Since we are reacting, I think it's fair to also watch the sponsor. You can do it, but I will not.
Are hard at work creating even better, broader, bigger and more brilliant educational experiences, giving you more reasons to love and pursue learning. Enter Wondrium, where you can find all of the tried and true Great Courses Plus content and more. For instance, have you ever wondered how English took on a life of its own in America? I'm thrilled to recommend Professor Natalie Schilling's English in America, A Linguistic History. This course even taught me a lot. Like, did you know that Noah Webster, the father of American English, wanted to replace the U in soup with a second O? Mind-blowing. Well, Wondrium is where you find the answer to everything you've ever wondered about and some things you never imagined you'd wonder about. Their carefully curated collection of short and long-form videos, tutorials, how-tos, travelogues, documentaries, and more is academically comprehensive, thoroughly researched, relentlessly entertaining, and presented by engaging experts. In a nutshell, Wondrium is the place for minds that wonder. And as it happens, they're giving viewers the fantastic offer of a free trial. Show your support for Lost in the Pond by subscribing to Wondrium today. Visit wondrium.com/lostinthepond right now to begin your free trial. The link is in my description below. Oh, possums, to give them their full name, are a species of marsupial that we don't have in Britain. But the opossums...
Yeah, okay, this video, my friends, most of the things I had no idea. Bumper stickers, I mean, I'm aware of this, but okay. We don't use those a lot in cars. Peeps, first time I even see this word. Drive to pharmacies, tremendous idea. Ranch, piece of land, actually seems like is basically a sauce. What? Waste disposal, tremendous idea. And now we go to possums. Okay.
Specifically, the Virginia opossum is widely found throughout the United States. But that wasn't always the case. You see, one of my favorite facts about possums is that they were only able to migrate from South America to North America once the two continents came together. And this migration, along with a lot of other species, is known as the Great American Interchange, which is not to be confused with the one in Los Angeles. Anyway, the only time that I ever heard the word possum growing up in Britain was from Dame Edna. Like, she'd refer to us as possums, which was obviously an Australian term of endearment, at least I thought, because it turns out that Australia has its own species of the marsupial, and they're not known, at least in America, for being pretty, so I think Dame Edna was trolling us. I learned something early on after moving to the US. There are 3 things that you can't go more than a few days without seeing references to: Geico Insurance, Flow from Progressive, and Buffalo Wings. And the idea of
What the hell is Buffalo Wings? I'm sorry. Okay.
buffalo wings was genuinely confusing at first, because when I think of buffalo, the last thing I think of are flying buffalo.
Yeah, I was, honestly, this might sound dumb, when he said buffalo wings, I really imagine a buffalo, you know, that was weird. Let's continue.
Although that would be amazing, and the end of American society. But no, it turns out that buffalo wings are in fact deep fried chicken wings. And I was...
Oh, okay, I'm aware of this. Never mind, my friends. Yeah, but okay, why is that not? I call that chicken wings, not buffalo wings, right?
skeptical at first, partly because I hadn't yet overcome the buffalo confusion, but they're actually quite nice, especially down to the fact that they're covered in hot sauce. So why...
Oh, when they are covered in hot sauce, they are buffalo. Okay, that makes sense.
Are they called buffalo wings? Well, it's actually quite simple. You know how cheddar cheese comes from the English town of Cheddar? Well, you do now. Well, yeah. Buffalo wings are said to have originated in Buffalo, New York. I feel like a right idiot. That's it for this episode. Let me know in the comments below whether you like eating buffalo wings, ranch, and possums. Peeps.
I like it.
I'm Lawrence Brown. You better follow me on Twitter at LostInThePondUS, and don't...
Okay, come on, my friends. This was a tremendous one. Leave a like if you agree. Lawrence, please give him some love. I mean, this guy is tremendous. I love to react to his stuff. This was a bit of a mind-blown video again. But lately, this has been happening quite a lot with me. At one point I thought, you know what, my friends? I know everything about America. I got this. No, wrong. Actually, I don't know anything still, which is kind of crazy, but makes for good content. So, yeah. And that's it for today, my friends. Hope you end up enjoying this video. If that's the case, do not forget to leave a like. Also consider to subscribe if you are new to my channel. And also let me remember you about one thing. I have a Patreon community. I put videos there a bit earlier than I put on YouTube. So if you want to support me and have access to early content, go to my Patreon. I will leave a link on my description. Take a look at that. You can also scan the QR code you'll be seeing here. And that's it.